Welcome to day 12, the art of expectations. In the spiritual world, it's a familiar concept to let go of expectations. On the other hand, it's about communicating our expectations to the other person in a world of relationships and work. So, how do we reconcile these two opposing and confusing views on expectations? When it comes to our relationships, letting go of expectations makes us feel we are in no man's land. And unmet expectations can become a major source of anguish and discord in relationships. I think expectation is natural and normal part of being human. I also know that our expectations are not always met. It's not that we should not expect. It's perhaps what we are expecting out of ourselves and of others limits us and threatens to mold us into something or someone we are not. And perhaps that's the reason our expectations are not met. So remember, limiting beliefs and perceptions create limiting expectations. For example, if our belief is that our partner must bring flowers as a way to show their love towards us, we judge bringing flowers as good, then we expect all good things in our relationship. So we expect flowers. What if our partner would rather bring us a diamond ring or a sports car or take us on a trip to express his hard love to us? Then our expectations of just getting flowers limited ourselves and limited our partner. So letting go of expectations is not about letting go of our dreams, rather getting off our own way and let what needs to come to us, and it may be bigger than what we may have ever dreamed of. Remember, we only dream what we know. Our hearts are looking for an expanded experience, and our mind can only dream a limited dream that it believes can give the heart what it desires. And much of the time, the mind shortchanges the heart's desires, as it simply can't think beyond its own limiting beliefs and perceptions. Learning the art of expectation is learning that there is much bigger or another bigger picture than you know, and in trusting in that bigger realm in providing you what is in your highest good. Ultimately, life beats at its own rhythm, and our task is to synchronize with that rhythm. In other words, in following the flow of life is where we get more than what we can ever expect or imagine. So in this meditation, we will explore on our expectations of ourselves, of others, and how holding on to these limited expectations have limited us, and how we can learn the art of expecting much bigger than we can ever fathom. It's an art because it requires our intuitive abilities It requires that we trust. It requires that we become curious. And it requires that we let go of what we know to be the past limiting beliefs. So let's go ahead and take a moment to begin. Again, find a nice comfortable seat on the floor, chair. Make sure that you're fully supported, that your back and head is supported, and then you are very relaxed. Take a moment to close your eyes. And just gently begin to ease into your body. Scanning the body from your toes all the way to your fingertips. And noticing if there's any tension. And just gently letting go of that tension. Bringing your attention to your breath. Breathing consciously as you have been for the last few days. Again, tuning into the sound, the movement, and the rhythm of the breath. So breathing consciously, and with each breath, get settled into your body even more. So from your head to your toes, just allow yourself to be as you are in this moment. Breathing into your belly, expanding the belly so you drop into a place of being, tuning into the heart as you breathe. So you also, from a place of being, come to a place of feeling. That opens up the gateway to bigger awareness and bigger knowing. Now just gently drop the mind into the heart. And just ask yourself a simple question. Is there an area of your life that you're living based on others' expectation of you? Perhaps expectation of parents, your spouse, children, friends, or society in general, or your own expectations based on your own limiting beliefs and conditioning. And remember, this is neither good or bad, wrong or right. It just is. It's just bringing your awareness to how you are living in all the areas of your life. So does one area in particular stand out for you? Perhaps your work, your way of being a parent or a spouse. So pick one area and just tune into which area is it. So if you are living that particular part of your life based on the expectations, yours or someone else's, allow that to be in your awareness. And just notice if there are any details around that knowing that come to your awareness. So how does that make you feel? Does that expand your joy and happiness, or does that come in the way of your joy and happiness? Now, on the flip side of it, are you passing your expectations to your family, kids, partner, even friends? The truth is, we want what we want, and we never forget it. No amount of convincing will take the heart's desire away. So when our needs and expectations are not met, subconsciously we push them through our kids, our spouses, even our friends without realizing it. That's how our psyche fulfills its own needs. Is there anywhere in your life where your own unmet expectations have been passed on to your loved ones, friends, family? So if something comes to your mind, allow that to rise to your awareness fully. So remember, there's no judgment. You don't become bad or good because you have passed your expectations on to others. And how does that make you feel? Many times when something is expected of us and we mold our life into someone else's expectations, we continue to pass on that pattern where we begin to expect that out of our children or anybody who's close to us. Because subconsciously we learn to live and to fulfill our desired needs that way. It's just simply to become aware and not to judge, not to make yourself good or bad. It just is. And now let's just bring to our awareness that which you expect of yourself. And noticing if it is your expectation or someone else's. What if for a moment you could wipe the slate clean, wipe your consciousness clean, let go of all expectations, and just simply be? And tap into the bigger reservoir within yourself, where you could be anything you wanted to be. You could live the way you wanted to live. You could live in a way that will give you the greatest joy and happiness. What would that be? And for a moment, can you tap into that? Can you tap into that unknown field of all potentials and possibilities? What would you do for a living? How would you be? How would you live? See if you can glimpse into that bigger place of knowing where anything is possible. And know that we can transform anytime. At any time, any moment, we can let go of the expectations. We can begin to live in a way that feels most authentic to ourselves. We can let go of other people's expectations. So it doesn't mean that anything has to change. What changes is how we perceive. How we perceive what we do. How we perceive how we live. Our perception becomes bigger and wider. And a field of all possibilities may open before us. And just noticing how it is that you are living, whether it's your relationships, your work life, your parenting, your friendships and social relationships, and how you could live, work, parent, and be in a relationship. Your awareness to all that is possible will begin to bridge the gap. So just opening your heart to this gap. And know that you can expand into this gap at this moment. Let go of the expectations that limit you and limit others. And be a bigger, more authentic version of yourself. When you can do that for yourself, you will allow others that you love to do the same. So this is our journey of wholeness. Is who we truly are and what we have been conditioned to be. So our journey of wholeness is to expand our awareness and our love into this gap. Know that you can expand at any given time. You can expand every moment. No matter where you have been, you can go where you want to go at any given now moment. Slowly come back to your body and come back to your breath. Breathing consciously. So this knowing can integrate into your nervous system. And take a moment to slowly open your eyes. And I hope that this meditation made you feel a little bit more free and more joy, and most importantly, more expanded. I look forward to meeting you on day 13.